Hey friends, wanted to go over the music for Sunday since we're not having a Wednesday practice. Hope this week is awesome for you guys and that each of you get some time off from work or whatever you got and you can relax. But this will kind of serve as our practice, kind of a run through of the expectation for Sunday and the different parts or whatnot. So let me just jump right in. We're starting with Enter the Gates, and this starts big. With full band. I'm going to use the Loop app to play some things for you to hear it. So here's how we're starting.
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
We know this one well. We're playing it in D. Drums. So there's some space there. It's kind of bigger sound, okay? And then it drops down for the verse. Okay, without the click. And then we're just mainly acoustic, no drums, no bass, no electric for that first part of the verse 1. And then bass comes in right there. Okay, and then we go into the chorus. I enter the gates with nothing but thanks, and then we go back into a big turn
2, 3,
after the first chorus. Same thing. Then we go verse 2, which is now full band and straightforward, a very similar feel as
2, 3,
that
4.
turn. That's verse 2. And then similar again, and we just bring it up a little bit for the chorus. The second one, I enter the gates. Then it's a really dramatic drop for the bridge.
2, 3, 4.
My soul will sing, my soul will make this place an altar. So Lily, you're leading this one, and you're just taking it, you're running with it, you're singing out right there. And then the band comes back in for it's a build, but it's not like a build like this. It's like more with toms and stuff as we build it back up. The second bridge. Drums. It's a little more of a straight beat at that point. Okay, so that's pretty much Enter the Gates. It ends on a high note. Let's move on to our brand new song, Open the Gates. First time doing it this week. Also, big song. Think of it kind of like a Thousand Tongues feel. It's another one by Vertical Worship. It's very similar. Now in the recording, because it's at the beginning of their album, they made a really long intro. We're cutting that down to this exactly.
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
Drums. Kind of does the sequence twice.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
Every time, now it comes, there's a turn that's exactly like that after the first chorus. And then at the very end of the song, all three of them, the intro, the turn, the outro, are identical. They're exactly the same. The bridge comes down a little bit. Come flood this place, no one else can take your place. Second one is a build, pretty obvious. The last chorus coming out of that bridge, there is a break.
Chorus, 2, 3.
Open the gates. Let me play the drums again for the break. Here's the break. Okay. Come out of that, we're going right into No Longer Slaves. It's going to be in the same key. Instead of going way, way low and da-na-na-na-na, I'm going to come out of Open the Gates and have right away the chorus. So we're going to be in the same key, and we're gonna come out of that big outro for Open the Gates, and I'm gonna start singing with the click. It's gonna be in the click. I'm no longer slain to fear. I am a child of God. We're gonna do one chorus, then we're going into the intro.
Intro, 2, 3, 4. Verse, 2, 3, 4.
You unravel me. On this one, drum is in on the first chorus with a kick only on the 1 and a closed hi-hat on the 2 and 4. So it goes doom, tsh, tsh, doom, tsh, tsh. Bass is in on the turn after the first chorus. So when it goes da na 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 na, bass is in at that point, right before verse 2. Yeah, this one's pretty self-explanatory. We've got the oh, and then the second time we sing the O's, it's with a build from the band. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. Okay, great. Let's have Lily. Why don't you plan on singing that part at the very end? I am a child of God. I am a child of God. Okay. Let's move on to Lamb of God. Liz, you are leading this one. We're playing this one in D. Intro with keys and electric and acoustic.
In 2, 3, 4.
It's chill. We know this one well. On verse 2, first back up, bass and drum come in on the first chorus, drum with swells and then a kick hit on the 1 only. So it goes shh, boom, and kind of following the feel of that. And then kick on the 1 only for verse 1, and then we know there's a little turn again.
4.
This is after the first chorus, before verse 2, where the kick comes in and the bass.
4.
My name upon your. Okay, and so then bass and drums you're locking in together, toom toom toom. But it's mostly for drums, it's mostly the kick driving that, and then we get to that second chorus, and the Lamb of God, nice. Full band, hard hitting. We know how this song goes, like I said, with the bridge dropping. There is no greater love, bands out. And with 2 more choruses, and then there is an outro usually that sounds exactly like the intro. We're going to cut that. We're going to then switch keys for our last song. So we're cutting right at the end of the chorus, like normal, ending with 2 choruses of Lamb of God, and then we're gonna switch keys for our last song, G, and I'm gonna sing the last part of the chorus from Lamb of God. It was my death you died, I am raised to life. Now in G, which is the key of the last song, and we're gonna cut out for keys. We're cutting out the intro of Great Are You, Lord. So we're gonna sing, go from. It was my death you died, I'm raised to life, hallelujah, the Lamb of God. And then I'll start to click. You give life, you are love. All right, going into Great Are You, Lord, and that's pretty straightforward. No intro, band stays out until verse 2, that's important. I want that to feel from the end of Lamb of God, take a breather as far as the intensity, and then come back in strong. Finish the song strong. There's a break, a band break in the middle before we start to sing. All the earth will shout your praise. There's an instrumental right before that the acoustic and keys will carry. That's it, my friends. Please shoot any questions. Ladies, we will have to figure out parts. because there's 3 of you, and just how that's all going to fit together and to blend well. But we pretty used to doing that. Hope you have a great week. See you Sunday. Bye.